I'm John, 33 years old, and I work for a construction company. I've always loved video games and end up playing for hours every day. Because of that, I don't talk much with my wife, Amy. Part of the reason is that Amy insists that men should be muscle-bound and always looks down on me while watching gangster movies. We've been married for 3 years, but our conversations have become cold. On top of that, even though Amy is a stay-at-home wife, she doesn't do any housework. She just sleeps on the couch and keeps watching gangster movies. So, I always end up doing the cleaning and laundry. Thanks to that, I've become quite neat and tidy. Recently, I've been decorating my room with cute character figures, and it soothes me. Since Amy and I have separate rooms, I enjoy my time alone. I'm having a pretty good time. That day was the release date of a new game I always play. I had pre-ordered it but went to the store early. Dave, who noticed me, called out.
Hey, John. Long time no see. I really appreciated your help back then.
Hello. How have you been since then?
As you can see, I'm doing great now.
I first met Dave about 10 years ago. I was eating lunch in the park during a work break when he suddenly started having trouble right in front of me. I took him to the hospital, and he still considers me a hero.
By the way, have you changed jobs yet? If you're looking to switch, I can refer you.
I don't have any plans to change jobs right now. I've been working there for about 10 years, so it's a bit late for that.
Well, if you ever need help, just let me know. I want you to be happy.
Thank you. By the way, what do you do for work? Dave hurriedly started looking for his business card. He looks to be around 50 years old. From his appearance, he seems wealthy. Although I've met him several times, I've never asked. While I was talking to Dave, I saw Amy across the street. Amy, who usually doesn't leave the house much, was in an unusual place for shopping. I wondered why she was there.
What's up? Do you know her?
Yes, that's my wife, Amy. She usually isn't in places like this.
Maybe she's shopping. Strange, I can't find my business card.
Sorry, Dave. I need to go.
Wait, hold on.
Dave was about to say something, but I followed Amy so I wouldn't lose her. I usually wouldn't think this way, but I had a bad feeling. She was wearing clothes I'd never seen and had heavy makeup. Something felt off. She turned a corner and walked for a while. This area isn't for shopping, it's a residential area with many corners, making it easy to follow her. After walking for a while, she reached a parking lot. Amy approached a black car and got into the passenger seat. The next moment, I clearly saw her hugging and kissing the man in the driver's seat. Amy had been cold to me, but I never expected this kind of betrayal. I took out my phone and snapped some evidence photos. It's surprising how calm I could be in such a moment. But my hand holding the phone was shaking. It wasn't fear, it was anger welling up inside me. Hey! What are you two doing?
What's going on?
I went around to the passenger side, opened the door, and grabbed Amy's arm, pulling her out. She was shocked by the sudden action.
What the hell are you doing?
The man in the driver's seat hurriedly pulled on Amy's clothes. Amy was flustered, being pulled from both sides.
Let go, it hurts. You're noisy.
You're coming with me.
Stop it, help me.
Then, suddenly, the man let her go, and both Amy and I were thrown to the ground. As a result, Amy fell on top of me. The next moment, the man started beating me up.
You bastard, you bastard.
Punch after punch, my consciousness started to fade. I looked at the man's face. What? It's you, boss.
Huh? Who are you? John.
It turned out the man was the president of a client company. And I knew him well because I met him directly.
Hey. Is John your husband? Seems like it.
No, Amy, we're going home.
No. I'm staying with him. I'm not going home today.
Do you even know what you're doing?
After all this, you still won't give up.
Then suddenly, Dave came to help. Hey you. Do you think you can get away with this?
What the hell? This has nothing to do with you.
I'll call the cops on you too. You're so noisy. If you know him, all the more reason. Why did it come to this? John, you're a mess.
He's weak. I'm teaching him a lesson for standing up to me.
John, there's no point in talking anymore. Let's go. You won't get away with this.
What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with you.
It does. This man is my benefactor. I won't forgive you.
Haha. What can an old man like you do? John is pathetic. I can't think of him as my husband.
Dave supported me, and we went to a hotel. He arranged it so I could hide, thinking the man might do something again if I went home.
Are you okay? Does it hurt? By the way, wasn't that guy from Sumier Construction?
Yes, it's a client of our company. Do you know them, Dave?
They're famous for various reasons.
Sorry about today.
No, it's fine. I have an idea.
What do you mean? I don't want to trouble you, Dave.
What are you talking about? I can definitely help.
By the way, who are you? What do you do?
Here, take a look.
I was a bit surprised by his business card, but I decided to ask for his help with this matter. The next day, I visited a law firm. I wanted to confirm if the photos I took yesterday could be used as evidence. However, the faces weren't clear, and the photos were shaky. They said it was weak as evidence. I realized it was difficult for an amateur. To calm down, I decided to return to the hotel. I was in pain from being beaten up and cheated on. They advised me to go to the hospital and get a medical certificate, so I left the office. When I returned to the hotel, Dave called and said he had gathered evidence and was ready. Let's talk about getting a divorce. How did you gather evidence so quickly?
It's been like a day. Huh, my staff is excellent.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the trouble.
It's too early for thanks. Besides, I finally get to repay you.
I gathered the evidence and got a medical certificate. The next day, when I returned home, my wife was still watching gangster movies.
John, why are you back? This is my house, so you should leave.
This house is mine. The title is in my name. You're the one who should leave, Amy.
I already changed the title to my name. You're too late.
You can't change it without my consent.
Don't you understand Tony's power? He's an amazing man. And he's handsome, unlike you.
You're justifying your affair. Amy, I didn't think we'd get divorced.
What are you talking about? We're just roommates, not a couple.
I kept quiet because I believed you'd return to the old Amy.
I haven't changed at all. I never liked you from the start.
But you were kind and cute when we first got married.
That was because you had your father's inheritance. Now that it's almost gone, It's time to move on.
Did you marry me because of the inheritance?
Of course. You're a useless nerd. What's attractive about you?
I've never hated someone so much. I cherished our happy memories and endured, but now it feels like all those memories are tainted. Get out now. The alimony is $30,000.
Do you understand your situation? You're the one who should leave, John.
I'm not suggesting. This is a decision. I'm letting you off with $30,000 for the affair.
I should be the one getting alimony. I've put up with living with a creep.
I can't forgive you. I'll sue you for defamation. I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, really? I'll call Tony. This could have ended with just a divorce, but once he gets here, your life is over.
Just then, Tony and Dave came to my house.
Do you understand your position, John? If you mess with me, your life is over.
What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with the company.
John, you've messed with me. I'll make sure you can't work anywhere.
If you destroy John's company, Tony, I'll destroy yours.
Dave suddenly entered the conversation and pulled out some documents. Tony's movements stopped for a moment as he opened them.
This is information about your company's fake accounts. And evidence of your affair. You're not even the real president. You pretended to be the president to get close to Amy. You're married, right? You're just a figurehead to hide the company's slush funds.
What? Is that true, Tony? Explain it to me. I didn't know. How could I know? Who are you?
I'm the president of Top Media Corporation. We have all the evidence. The police will be here soon. Your life is over.
Is this true? Tony, what will happen to me? What should I do? I don't care. I'm leaving the money here, so let me go.
Tony left $30,000 in cash and ran away, leaving Amy behind.
Now it's your turn. Pay up.
I don't have that kind of money. Do whatever you want.
Then I'll make you a public spectacle and put you to work. You'll join that industry.
No, no. Anything but that. Help me.
How will you pay?
Please, let me pay in installments.
Thank you so much for everything, Dave. It's all thanks to you. A few days later, I was invited to Dave's house. As expected from the top of the media industry, his house was huge. While we were talking in the living room, a woman entered. She was Dave's daughter, Lily. I froze for a moment when I saw her. Lily was incredibly beautiful and calm. What surprised me the most was that she looked exactly like the heroine of my favorite game. Not just similar, but she could be the heroine herself.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lily. I've heard a lot about you, John. You're a lifesaver. Thank you so much for helping my father.
No, not at all. I'm the one who was helped.
Lily is going to be in a commercial for a new game. What was it called again? I'm not very familiar with it.
Could it be career turnaround?
Yes, that's it. I am playing the heroine.
Oh, I knew it. I'm a huge fan.
John, you really like games, don't you?
Like isn't the word. I love them.
You're quite the character. Would you like to visit the studio sometime?
Really? Is that okay?
We have lots of merchandise to give you.
Wow. Really? I thought this was close to a miracle. But the miracles didn't stop there. I've loved games since I was a kid, but at some point, I became interested in making them, not just playing them. I actually made a few and sent them to the industry. It was a dream, but I never won. A few days later, a game I had submitted was selected. With that, I got a job at my favorite game company. It was my dream to work in the gaming industry. And the commercial Lily was in was for that company. This led to us becoming close and spending a lot of time together. A few years passed, and the game I created was finally going to be released. And of course, Lily was the exclusive model for the game. For some reason, my boss said I should be in the commercial too. I ended up co-starring in the commercial with Lily. Even though I was an amateur, the collaboration between a famous model and a nerd caught the media's attention, and I experienced the peak of happiness as a famous person. My personal life also reached its peak. Are you sure you want to be with me? I'm a nerd and kind of creepy.
But I want you by my side.
I embraced Lily, becoming her hero and experiencing the height of joy. A few days later, on my way back from a meeting, I saw Amy. She was working in a bar.
Long time no see. You've become famous. Congratulations.
Why the formal tone? Now that you're famous, can't we start over? It's just because I'm famous, right? I won't be fooled by you again.
TCH, I guess not.
With that rotten heart, you won't find happiness. Why don't you change a bit?
Humph. I'm rotten anyway. Goodbye.
After divorcing Amy, John found new happiness. His marriage to the beloved Lily shocked the public as a celebrity whirlwind wedding. John discovered happiness not in appearances but in the warmth of the heart. He enjoyed a honeymoon-like experience during overseas shoots. Grateful for the happiness he found after overcoming past hardships, he took pride in being a nerd. By not being swayed by others' opinions and following his own path, he achieved success and experienced the joy of life.